Hello, Soliderator here, and this is the third tutorial in the website series. And in this tutorial, we're going to learn a little bit more about HTML. So we learned about the paragraph tag, and let's learn about a couple other important tags. So there's the heading tag. So what is the heading tag? This is a heading tag, H1, okay? And you might be wondering, why is there a number here? Well, that's because there's 6 different types of heading tags. There's H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6, okay? There's no H7. So what does this mean? So basically, the heading tags are organized by importance. So H1 is the most important heading. H2 is second most important. H3, third most important, and etc. So usually what you want to do is you want to put your website name in the H1 heading tag. So what this basically does is organizing it in this way allows search engines to easily figure out what's your most important information. And so if you put like not very important information, for example, if you make a whole website about Christmas and then you start talking about your dog, like my dog is really cool. When people Google your website and stuff, your website will come up when they search like dog and cool and stuff, and not Christmas or something like that. So you want to make sure that you have your most important information in the header 1 tag, which is usually your website name. So for example, like Christmas is awesome website, okay? Or something like that. Okay, so then maybe you can have other subtopics in your, maybe like page names in your header 2 tag. So like maybe where this page is the home page, so like you can say home page or something like that. And then maybe there's a title on your home page that says welcome or something. Okay. So, and I'm saving this by pressing Control S, but you can actually just press this floppy drive and that'll work too. So after you save that, I'm going to go to my desktop, double click that, and then here we go. So as you can see, the headers actually have different sizes. So the header 1 is the biggest header, header 2 is slightly smaller, header 3 is smaller than that, and then we have our paragraph. So that's basically what headers are. The next thing I want to go over are links. So you know what links are, right? You click on them and then they bring you to some other website, right? So here's how to make a link. So the link tag is A, the letter A. I don't know why it's A, but that's what it is. So we make an A tag, and what you do is you add an attribute. Okay, so an attribute are things that go in the beginning tag. There's no attributes that go in the ending tag, so don't worry about that. So only attributes that go in the beginning tag. So the way you add an attribute is you just add a space inside the tag after the tag name. Like it has to go after the tag name, not before or after. So, and then you just say this, okay? That's how you make an attribute. And this is the attribute name right here, the equal sign, just that's equals. It says this attribute is equal to, and then you put quotes, and then whatever is in that quotes, those quotes is what the value is. So this attribute's name is href. I think it stands for like HTML reference or HTTP reference or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but basically what you do is you create an attribute called href and then you put a link in there. So for example, let's make a link that goes to google.com. So what I would do is I would go to Google, just copy this link, okay, and then paste it in the href attribute. Okay, so that will basically make a link. When I click it, it'll send me to Google. So now what we have to do is we have to put stuff in between the A tag. So this will just be what text shows up on the website. So we can just say click here to go to google.com or something like that. Okay, I'm gonna click save, and then let's view our website. I'm just gonna refresh it, and here's our link. So I can press it and it'll go to Google. Okay, so it's sort of annoying when we click it that we go away from our website, so let's change that. So what we can do is we can actually change the target. We can add another attribute called target, and this attribute will be blank, not black, blank, underscore blank. So what this will basically do is when we click the link, it will bring us to a new tab. So that's exactly what we want. So I'm going to go ahead and double click this. There we go. We have, oh, actually we had to, sorry, I didn't test it. So we just click this link and there we go. You see it didn't close this tab and it clicked that link in a new tab. So that's exactly what we want. Great. Okay, so the last thing I want to go over in this video is images. So an image, this is how you make an image. IMG, that's the tag name. So basically, the image takes several attributes. The main one is the SRC attribute, which stands for source. So this basically shows the source of the image. And actually, you know, we don't need an end tag. The image tag is a special tag that could be its own beginning and end tag. So notice that the end tag we're typically used to has the / before the attribute name, before the element name. So to have an element be its own beginning and end tag, we have the / after the name. So that's what the image tag does. It allows us to only have one tag, and it's its own beginning and end tag by itself, all in one. So basically, what the source tag is, source attribute is it tells us where the image file is. So we have to point to an image file. So I'm going to go ahead and find an image on my computer. So let's just use a sample picture. Okay, just go to sample pictures, and I'm going to put this cute koala picture. I'm going to copy it on my desktop. Okay, so we have this koala.jpg. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to copy this name. So I'm just going to right click it, say rename, Control A to copy this whole name, Control C to copy the name, go back to Notepad, then paste it in the source attribute. Okay, so the reason we can just add the name directly in here is because it's in the same file as the folder. The same file as the website file. If, for example, if we put this in a folder called images, we would have to say images.koala/koala.jpg. So let's try that out. I'm going to go ahead and save it. Go to our website. Oops, not here. Just double click this. And there we go. There's our website. And we have this cute koala bear. And see, now if we take this image by cutting it by Control X and then pasting it here, take it out of that folder, and if we try to run our website again, we can see that there's an error on our image. That's because it can't find it. So we have to rename this to say just koala.jpg. And if we run it again, as you can see, it will work now. So that's the basics of images. I usually like creating a whole folder to store all my images in, so it's nice and organized. So that's a good thing, good habit to get into, is just to store all your images in an image folder. So that's basically it. So in this tutorial, you learned how to make an image, make a link, and make headers. So please leave a like rating, favorite, subscribe, share with all your friends, and I hope to see you in the next tutorial. Thank you.